I'm Nathan Critchlow-Watton, and I'm a Principal Scientist in the Scottish Environment Protection Agency. I chair the editorial group for the State of Scotland's Environment Report. This is part of Scotland's Environment Web, which was partially funded by the EU LIFE programme. Scotland's Environment Web aims to be the gateway for everything you need to know about the environment. We're trying to help you get more information on the environment and get you involved in helping to protect and improve it. The State of the Environment Report tells you what condition the environment is in, why it's like that, and what's being done to improve it. It was written by authors from a wide range of organisations, and over 120 individuals helped to produce it. Their work was overseen by the editorial group. The editorial group members have an incredible range of knowledge and backgrounds. There's around 300 years of experience in environmental work sitting around the table. The editorial group aims for the report to be impartial and trustworthy. We're not trying to preach to you, we're trying to set out the evidence to allow you to draw your own conclusions. Most importantly, we want your help to shape future versions of the report. Every page has a link where you can submit comments, and we'd encourage you to question anything you don't understand and challenge everything you don't believe to be true. The report is divided into chapters, with each chapter further split into topics. Later on, you'll be hearing from the authors of some of the topics. On the whole, Scotland's environment is of good quality, and there have been many significant improvements in recent years. However, the State of the Environment Report clearly shows that there are some areas of poor quality. For example, some habitats and species are under threat, and poor air quality continues to affect some people in our towns and cities. Over time, our landscapes have been moulded by people and the climate. Very few untouched native habitats survived. Nonetheless, Scotland's iconic environment provides a backdrop for the high quality of life many of us enjoy, and underpins many elements of our successful economy. Conversely, where the environment is damaged, this leads to negative impacts for our health and happiness, and much of our most damaged environment is also in areas where the poorest members of society live. Our land is used for a variety of purposes. For instance, we depend on the soil for producing food and storing carbon. Our seas hold a wide range of wildlife and are relatively unpolluted. There are the obvious benefits we get from fishing, but there's also energy production, both from oil exploration and from renewable energy. In most of the country, our rivers and lochs are in good condition, and in places they have improved markedly over the last 25 years. Air quality meets the necessary standards in most areas, although there are some issues which you'll hear more about later. Although the report focuses on the state of Scotland's environment, it's important to remember the global context, and, like other industrialised economies, we've contributed to environmental damage in other parts of the world, both in the past and today. Our demand for goods, how they're made, and how we use and dispose of them plays a significant role in all the environmental problems we face. Globally, the biggest challenge to the environment is climate change. We know that Scotland's environment has changed over the last 100 years. We're getting drier summers, wetter winters, and more frequent heavy rainfall. We are all making a substantial contribution to this rapid change in climate, and this will alter our environment dramatically and significantly affect the lives of everyone in Scotland. Over the last 25 years, we've done a lot of work to improve the environment, and many of the problems, such as pollution from heavy industry, have been resolved. However, the remaining problems are complex and interrelated. For instance, our reliance on cars leads to problems such as congestion and air pollution. The rain which runs off roads can be contaminated with oil, and the roads themselves affect the landscape and compete for space with agriculture. These complex and interrelated problems are the challenges we have to face. Action to address these problems is being taken through policies and legislation, such as a land use strategy, the Climate Change Act, and river basin management plans. However, we need more than this. To improve the environment, we all need to change how we think about and how we treat the environment. There's more information on how you can help on Scotland's Environment Web. Our overarching challenge is to balance our short-term needs with maintaining and improving the quality of our environment for future generations.